Mr. Young Trader, this is the last call of the day, so we'll take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. But first of all, we'll take a look here at NFLX and PLTR. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude oil and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation advice on the stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Netflix and we have Palantir. Let's take a look here at Netflix here first. Now, the NASDAQ is doing not too bad today. It's up about 40-some points. The Dow is still down here about 400, and S&P is down about 25. Now, everything was ripping off pretty good, except for when he announced more tariffs on Canada for aluminum and steel. And we got to get this problem solved here. You either got to put the tariffs on and leave them on, or you got to negotiate this behind the scenes. Because remember, the markets do not like uncertainty. Now, that being said, what we have to do is we have to look for opportunities. Now, yesterday was a good buying opportunity, and today was a good selling opportunity. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to buy that support level, and then when it rips up here, like a easy one to trade is TQQQs. Okay, you buy that, okay, and then you just sell it into strength. That's the key. Now, I already made 2 points on the TQQ, and it's still running here right now. I rebought it. It got as low as 57.37. I'm back in there at 58 flat, and I'm going to be out of here. I have a stop at 60 to get another 2 points. So there's ways of making money here. The key is here, you just got to be able to, this is a sell to rip kind of a market. Okay, now let's take a look here at Netflix. Now, Netflix here was, we had this gap, and let's see, we had a low of that 950.76, and then we had that high of 916. So your gap and your fill, now that's all filled up nicely. Now, we can't all the way down here to this 854.50. You say, oh, why did it stop there? Because all you got to do is look right over here to the left of the chart. Where do you have 854.75? Okay, so that's all you have to look at. Everything you need to know about support is usually always comes from the past. Okay, so now if this here is lost here, we start losing this 854.50. Well, then what we do is we come down to your next level here, looking at 842.02. We'll come down to the bottom there, 830.41, and then we'll come right to the bottom here at that 823.52 level. And then we just follow the candles all the way down until we hit that 781.90. Okay, but right now you can see we have a nice, good engulfing candle. It engulfed the last couple of days here, looking very nicely. Now, what we want to watch here on the downside, though, is watch that 893.26. We need to close above that. If we don't, then we're going to look at the top of this candle, 881.72. Then we'll look at today's low at that 866 flat, and then we have your retest there at that 854.50 level. Okay, now upside here, we had a high today of 909.15. Okay, realistically, what we're looking for a target here is this 8-day. Okay, at 935.93. Okay, now we get above that, we're going to look for that 948.68, and then we can rally up to the bottom of that candle here. You're looking at 969.48, and then we'll look up here at that 973.69. But realistically, you're looking for that 984.72. But got to get above that 8-day, that 50-day. Before we can attack that 21-day. Okay, so right now here, let's just look on the upside. This is going to be your big target, is that 935.98, and we need to hold this 893.26 on a closing basis. Okay, now you can see here where we actually, bounced right off of that RSI on 30 mark, and now we're rushing up here to the upside. So we got plenty of room here to go on the upside. But again, this also could turn and we could come down downside. But right now, there's this nice bullish candle here. Look like we can maybe hit to at least go for that 8-day. Now, the green is below your red here, so your momentum is obviously down. It's going to take a little while before we can get that to curve. And like we have here, it's curved right on up here and nicely. And look at the nice result that we got. Now, Netflix, I think, has a good buying opportunity. They got a lot of stuff going on here, especially with their NFL here. They got that WWE, they're getting a lot into the sports, and I think that's where the big money is going to be. So any kind of a pullback, this is a buying opportunity for the old Netflix. Now, Palantir. All right. Now, you can see here we have this gap, okay, but obviously that's all filled now, which is very nicely, okay? So we had that high of 125.41, okay? Now we came all the way down, but we're holding that nice 100-day, okay, at that 73.60 level, okay? So far today, we have this inside day, which all it means is the high and low is inside the previous day. So we'll take a look at the bottom side first, okay? So you want to watch that 73.60. That's going to be very key level, okay? So then we come over here to the bottom of that candle, looking at 72.67, and then we just follow the candles all the way on down, 70.60. We just all the way down until we get the bottom of this candle right here at that a 63.40 level. Okay, that should be a really, really nice support. Now, again, if that's lost here, we have this 200-day, but we also have this gap. So I always want to show you those gaps. You have 46.86. There's your gap, and then we look to the top of that candle at 42.04. So your gap and your fill, that's only if that 200-day is lost. These would be your target area. Okay. Now, upside. Well, bottom line, we're looking for that 8-day, okay, that 82.96 if it keeps rallying up here. Next level is going to be right there. It's going to be that 87.06. Then we can just follow these candles up here nicely. You got 90.30. We come up top of this candle here. You got 93.64 level. And then there's what you're looking for is that 21-day at 97.35. But let's not get excited here, just like with Netflix here. First of all, big target is we're looking for is that 8-day, and then we see what the reaction is once we get there. Do we break through, or does it just hit it and come flying down? Same way with Netflix, same thing, okay? So now here, we got to sit there at 40. That's not overbought or oversold. Just kind of like a sideways action. Same way here at your MACD. It's on a downslide here, but that could curve up here. Again, you got to get above the 8-day to go higher. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin, your daily and your weekly chart. We'll take a look here at the daily here first, okay? Now, you can see here where yesterday we came right on down and we went right pretty much into that 200 SMA here, but it held it nicely. Today we went down just a scotch below it, but it held it nicely, and now we're rallying up here really good. So I'm still long the IBIT. Okay, I took that trade. This is looking very, very good here. I took that BIT off yesterday because it went down to the 200-day, and then it started rallying up. That tells me, boom, double bottom in play. Boom, I got to get rid of the short and take the long position. Now, it came down a little bit lower than this here. But then again, you know, I always put a stop loss in there underneath that 200-day, but it never hit it. So it just staying long. Okay, so what we're looking for on the upside here, we're looking for this 83.195. And then we're going to look at top of this candle right here, 84.200. There's your gap. And then look for the bottom of this candle here, 84.790. And then right here, 86.0151. That is your 8 simple moving average. That's going to be very, very key. So realistically, what we're trading here is between this 200-day at 77.14 and at 86.15. Okay. Now, if we get above that, then what we'll do is we'll just come right over top of the bottom of that candle there, 88.155 level. We'll come up top of this candle, 89.380, and then we're going to look for that 21-day at 91.05. And then the 100-day is sitting right there at 91.294 level. Okay. But right now here, this is looking pretty good here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this here, see if we can get through that gap and that fill. And I'm looking for that 8-day there on the upside. So we're going to see how that shakes out. Downside, all we have to do is just watch that 200-day, and we're in very, very good shape. Okay. Very, very nice. Now, again, if that 200-day is lost here, all we do is just follow the candles here. 74.485. We come up top of this candle, 69.635. And we looked on top of that candle, 67.135. Okay, but that's only if that 200-day is lost on a closing basis. Right now, it's holding it. We got a nice green candle with a lower low, and this could be a nice, good red dog where it kind of fakes everybody in because we put in the lower low. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, I'm going to keep the short on." No, no, no. That's not what you want to do because you get these red dogs because what it does, it goes down lower and it traps all those shorts, and then they have to buy, and then she rips up real nice. We have a nice green candle here. So. RSI looking very, very nice, and we'll look at what we have is a positive divergence. Okay, so we hit a little bit lower in 30. It's not very noticeable, but again, it's still a positive divergence where we hit a low and then we hit a lower low here, but we hit a higher low there, so we have a positive divergence. Let's see if we can take this higher and take this price up higher. At least let's see what the reaction is until it gets to that 8-day simple moving average. Okay, now we look at the weekly chart. Look how nice this is. Came right down, and we're holding that nice 75.955, that 50-day. Now, on a weekly basis by Friday, we'll be looking here to maybe attack that 92.901 area. That's going to be very, very key. Okay, so that 92 area is very, very critical. If we just bring this level right across, see, this is that 92. Okay, so that's exactly what you're looking for here on the big side. But then again, see, right where it's happening is right here, you got that 21-day and that 100-day. That's going to be very, very strong resistance kind of a situation. And then we get a little bit higher, we can get to that 92, and we break out, and we have that 95 level. Okay, so right now here, the weekly, as long as we hold that 50-day, we're looking good. Okay, so you can see here, see how this rolled over here, and we held that 50-day, and then it ran all the way up here. But when it sold off, what it did, it's holding that 50-day. Now we're holding that 50-day again. So we got a trifecta going here. Let's see if we can hold it and take this bad boy higher. Okay, take a look here now at crude oil, natural gas. Okay, here we have the crude oil. Now remember, the API report will be out today at 4:30. Okay, so here's what we got. We're basically trading this range. Okay, 65.22 on the bottom. Okay, and 67.31 on the top. Okay, so what we have here, we had a really good, nice run up. I'm still got my short going with the SCO. Okay, and I just scalped the UCO there today. I'm out of the long, and I'm just kind of be very, very patient. Okay, now if we lose this 65.22 on a closing basis, then what I'll do is I'll add to that short position. Your next level is 64.36. Next level before that, down that, is 63.46. Don't worry about it. All the support and resistance levels are posted right after this video for you, all the way down to 57. Okay, now upside here, very, very easy, is right there, 67.31. You can see here how we're trading in this range. What I don't like about it is, I'll see we have a high, lower high, lower high, okay, low, lower low, and lower low. Okay, there's nothing bullish about this. But if we can get above that 67.31, there's resistance here in between, but right there's your target, 69.68. You get above that, 79.89. You get above that, 72.18. You get above that, 73.41. There's your 200-day, your 50-day, 100-day, 21-day, and 8-day. These are all your key resistant levels and your upside targets, but you have to get above the 8 in order to get to the 21. If you can't get above the 8, you ain't going there, okay? So right now we have sideways action, so let's see how she breaks. We close above that, we go long to the 21-day. We close below this, we add to the short, and we go lower, okay? But in the meantime, we can scalp this, okay? So I got the SCO on there for the Ohedski, and then what we do is we just scalp this long until it's either going to break up or she's going to break on down. Okay, now the gas. Well, we had that topping tail yesterday. You can see old pencil neck over here. See, I'm looking at him all the way up to 490. Now today we have what they call that's an indecision candle, okay? So I'll bigger up, make it a little clearer for you. Okay, so indecision candle with the topping tail. That's never good. Okay, so let's look at the downside first. We're watching this 4.38. That's going to be key. Right below that, we're going to come right to that 4.29 level. Okay, that's very big. Then we'll come down here. Okay, you got 4.22 level. We'll come down to the bottom of this candle here. Looking at 4.13, and then we're going to run right into that 21-day at 405. You lose that, you're going to go down here to this 381. Very, very simple. Now, this here, you're sitting right now at 444, okay? So what we're looking for here is right up top of this level here. This here is 447. That's your next level. Then we'll come up top of this candle here at 451. Then we have 455. And then we're going to come over here top of there at 458. Then we're looking for that 475 level. And then your retest is 490. Very, very easy. But, you know, when you have a candle like this, that's really never what you call bullish, okay? But, again, this is natural gas, and I think it's going to have a good trade, good play this whole year here going in natural gas, okay? Unlike crude here, you flood the market. Saudi Arabia is going to flood the market. I think crude goes down. Natural gas, a lot more in demand with the LNG shipped to other countries. They don't have to go to nuclear. They don't have to go to coal. They can buy our U.S. LNG very, very nicely. Okay. That's what I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning before 8, and we are 8 before 7, and we'll take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. Remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.